Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for standing by, and welcome to the Pension Fund Q&A conference call. At this time, all participants are in a listen-only mode. Later, we will conduct a Q&A answer session. Instructions will be given at that time. If you should require assistance during the call, please press star, then 0. This conference is being recorded, and I would now like to turn the conference over to Todd Adams. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, and welcome to our conference call regarding a new program being offered by Churchwide Healthcare for retirees. This is Todd Adams, President of the Pension Fund. I am joined today by Don Fleming, Sandra Michael Bowers, Eugene Fisher, and Megan Miller from the Pension Fund staff. The purpose of today's call is to share additional information regarding RX Help Centers and answer questions you may have regarding this new program. Because this is an open forum, we are unable to address specific questions related to your medicine or medical care. If you have questions of this nature, please contact the Pension Fund directly at 1-800-495-7322. RX Help Centers was recommended to us by our healthcare consultants. RX Help Centers is an organization whose purpose is to connect healthcare participants with foundations and other organizations that can assist in alleviating the high cost of medications, sometimes providing those medications at no cost to the participant and the plan. Churchwide Healthcare currently has space for over 250 members of our Medicare plans to participate. The process is simple to get started. There is a unique website that has been provided for interested participants in the Churchwide Healthcare Medicare plans. Once on the website, you will be asked to fill out a short questionnaire to initiate the process. For access to this unique website, you can email us at healthcare@pensionfund.org. Again, healthcare@pensionfund.org, and ask that we send you the link to the website or refer to our previous communications regarding RX Help Centers. Once you've filled out the questionnaire, a representative of RX Help Centers will contact you for additional information to obtain the releases so that they may begin contacting your doctors to confirm medications. With this information, they will work with drug manufacturers and various foundations whose primary purpose is to underwrite the cost of medications. There is no cost for Medicare members of Churchwide Healthcare. There are no guarantees that RX Help Centers will be able to assist you in saving on your prescription drug costs. Each case is unique, but if you are spending $100 or more in medications per month, they may be able to help you. Those who have completed the process have found great savings to them, and in some cases have had medications like insulin covered at no cost. It is important to remember that not all medications are covered. In rare cases, there are income guidelines, but in most cases, our members who have started with RX Help Centers are seeing a significant reduction in prescription costs. In addition to saving our members on expensive drug costs, there is also a direct and significant savings to Churchwide Healthcare, which will assist us in keeping the premiums stable and better manage future premiums for the benefit of everyone. Members of the Christian Church who are not in our Medicare plans are eligible to enroll. However, Churchwide Healthcare will not be covering the cost of the enrollment. At this time, I would like to open the line for questions with a reminder that this is an open forum. Therefore, we are unable to address specific questions related to your medicine or medical care. If you have questions of this nature, please contact us directly at 1-800-495-7322. Again, 1-800-495-7322. Operator, please open the line for questions.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to ask a question, please press star, then 1 on your touch-tone phone. A voice prompt on your phone line will indicate when your line has been opened. You may remove yourself from the queue at any time by pressing the star key followed by the digit 2. If you are using a speakerphone, please pick up the handset before pressing the corresponding digits. Once again, please press star 1 at this time. And our first question
to know.
Hello, go ahead and please state your name.
My name is John McCoy.
Good afternoon, John.
I would like to know if you have almost all of your medications in generic form. Can RX Health Centers do any help, give any help?
This is Gene Fisher with the Pension Fund. And with regards to generics, in some cases they may be able to, but in most cases what it is, through the RX Help Centers, they're able to offset or reduce the cost given brand name drugs. Part of what RX Help Centers, what they do is they actually go out to the manufacturers and oftentimes they're able to get grants and other things, other opportunities that they can provide to our members to further reduce the cost. So in some cases, generics may be covered, but in most cases, it really does come down to the brand name drugs that most often are eligible for a lot of the grants and.
Understood. Does our regular relationship with Express Scripts remain the same?
Yes. Again, as Todd Adams previously said, that this is a voluntary program. You are not mandated or required to go through it, but by going through this voluntary program, it helps to save the trust dollars that we spend annually on drugs, and therefore it creates an opportunity for us to stabilize the premiums.
But only if you're getting a lot of brand name drugs, correct?
Well, it could be some generics. And again, as previously mentioned, that this is on a case-by-case situation. And
yes.
Certainly if you would like to call and inquire about a specific drug, we should be able to contact RX Help Centers to see whether or not they would be in a position to assist.
I understand. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
And we'll take our next question. Caller, please go ahead.
Do we have this in addition to our Express Scripts?
Yes, and can you go ahead and state your name for me, please?
Larry Odenbro.
Hey, Larry.
My wife. Yes.
This does not change your prescription benefits with the pension fund. This is in addition to, and just an opportunity that if you are spending money every month on prescriptions, to see if we can save you that money as well as provide assistance to church-wide health care.
Okay. My wife and I are both have our own accounts with Express Scripts. Do we both have to sign up for this individually?
Yes. You would both fill out the online form, and then a representative from RX Help Centers would contact you to obtain the additional information that they need and provide you with the releases that you need to sign in order for them to move forward with the process. They would see what medications, if any, they could pick up for you that would be, again, at a cost savings to you and to the pension fund, to church-wide health care.
Thank you.
And we'll take our next question. Caller, please go ahead. Caller, and your line is open. Please go ahead. If you're on a speakerphone, please pick up your handset or depress your mute function. Due to no response, we'll go ahead and move on to the next caller. Please go ahead.
My name is Charles Hamilton, and I have a question concerning the rather voluminous contract that we have to sign.
Okay, go ahead, please.
The reason is, number one, you have already outlined a a sequence of events that would take place, and my experience with RX to this point is just the opposite of that. Without my filling out anything, they only asked me what I was paying for the drugs and then sent me an order form.
One of the things that I would like to do, Charles, is to contact you directly, because I think that's exactly the kind of information that we need, so that we can circle back around to RX Help Centers to inquire with that, because that should not be your experience. That should not be the experience of any of our retirees participating through this plan. So one of the things I would like to do is to contact you directly to get additional information, including who the person was that may have assisted you, so that way I can contact them and inquire further. But that should not be your experience, and that should not be the experience for any of our retirees working through this program.
I appreciate what you're saying, and I'll be more than glad to talk with you about it. My other concern is to use the phrase voluminous contract that they want us to sign in dealing with the Express Scripts, or even with Medco or any of the others prior to that. We've never had any. This is 5 pages of contract releases and this sort of thing that they want us to sign, and I can't help but wonder why it requires that much to do what they are offering to do for us. It just seems like, I'm sorry, to put it in the words of the bard, behold, the lady doth profess too much. They're trying to cover all kinds of things. Go ahead.
Well, the reason that they're having you sign the releases and it's a lengthier contract is because they need your permission to contact your doctor in order to confirm and discuss medications with your doctor. Whereas when you're filling out a prescription form for Express Scripts or its predecessor Medco, you've already got a prescription that's come from your doctor that you're simply submitting, and we have a lengthy contract with Express Scripts on your behalf. But in this case, if they need to speak with your physician regarding a particular medication or a substitute medication, they have to have that release on file, and so that's why there's so much paperwork related to getting set up with Express Scripts or with RX Help Centers. It's not the same as Express Scripts.
I appreciate the explanation, and that does clear up the question that I had. I appreciate the way you handled it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll take our next question. Caller, please go ahead.
Yeah, this is Ray Miles.
Hey, Ray.
Hey, how you doing, Todd? A couple of questions. One is, when you were talking earlier, you made reference to Medicare plans. Is that another way of saying the supplemental insurance that we purchased?
Correct.
Okay, that's helpful. Secondly, am I right in understanding that this is most beneficial only if our out-of-pocket cost is $100 a month or more?
It depends on the medication. And so, I mean, if they can help, if you end up saving, if you're spending $50 a month and they're able to take care of the $50 a month for you through the program, then it's helped you out. And so it really varies from medication to medication.
Okay, and it's basically designed for long-term continuous medications rather than something You're going to take for 2 weeks and that sort of thing.
Correct. Yeah, by the time you got through the paperwork, if you needed it for an antibiotic, you would be long past the point of needing that antibiotic.
We'd be looking at a different kind of insurance then.
Correct.
Thank you.
All right, good to hear your voice.
Thanks.
And as a reminder, please press star 1 to ask a question. And we also ask that you please state your name before posing your question. We'll take our next question. Caller, please go ahead. Caller, your line is open. Caller, please check your mute function. We are unable to hear you. And we'll move on to our next question. Caller, please go ahead. Caller, I'm sorry, we're unable to hear you. If you are on a speakerphone, please pick up your handset or depress your mute function. And hearing no response, we'll move on to our next question. Caller, please go ahead. And again, caller, your line is open. Caller, please check your mute function. And we have no further questions in the queue. Just as a reminder, that is *1 if you have a question, and we'll pause for a moment. And it appears we have no further questions. Oh, here's one there. Caller, please go ahead.
Yes, this is Sue Call. I went to the website for healthcare at pensionfund.org, and I was not quite sure where to find the place to request the email for the RX Health Centers. Can you help me?
If you, Sue, good to hear your voice too.
Thank
if you will send an email to healthcare.
Oh, okay, just that email. Okay.
Yeah, healthcare at pensionfund.org.
Okay.
And then we will send you back a link that you can click on, because it's a rather lengthy.
It's also on our website.
It's also on the website. They're going to show me here in just a second.
Okay.
If you go under programs on our website, and you'll see programs is the second title from the left.
Okay.
On the top of the website, and you'll find RX Help Centers right underneath that.
Under health benefits.
Under health benefits.
Very good. Under health benefits. Thank you so much.
So just to repeat that again, if you go to our website, click on programs, under health benefits, then on the left side you will see, you can click there, and that will open up, and it will show you RX Help Centers. Or you can send us an email at healthcare@pensionfund.org, and we will send you back a link. And then one last correction that I want to make too is I said 1-800, but our toll-free number is 1-866. So that's 866-495-7322.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And once again, to pose a question, that function will be *1. And we'll pause for just a moment. And it appears we have no further questions at this time.
All right, let's wait just a little bit longer here.
And please press *1 for questions. And we do have a question. Please go ahead, caller.
Yes, this is Charles Hamilton. I had one other question, if I may, please.
Yes, please, sir.
Okay. I am a non-computer person, not by choice, but by injury. I have no use of my fingers to type or anything of this sort on a computer, and I would hope that we can do everything by phone. Would there be any problem with that, with this program?
Hi, Charles. This is Gene Fisher again. I know that we have a number of other persons that had that same challenge, and they were able to actually call their toll-free number. I believe that it is listed on their website. If not, I can give it to you now.
All right.
And that number is 866
866.
Yes, 866
All right.
478
Right.
9593. Again, I'll repeat it. 866 478 9593.
93. And that will put me through to RX?
Yes, that will, and they will assist you in getting the information over the phone. And
all right. Well, that's very helpful, and I do appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And once again, please press star 1 at this time if you have a question. And once again, press star 1 for questions at this time. Okay, and we do have a question. Caller, please go ahead.
This is Connie Giddle from Florida, and I'm kind of coming on later than you may have already answered some of these questions. But I am concerned about one of the medications my husband is taking as it relates to being over $100 a month for us to pay. And would you go over the process I need to do to have that checked, please?
Sure. You can send an email to us at healthcare@pensionfund.org, and we will send you back a link that you can click on. You can also go to our website, and under the benefits, under programs, click on programs at the top, and there's a section that will pop up on the left side called health benefits, and there is a link there. And that will take you, that link takes you to their initial intake form, and then somebody from RX Help Centers will call you to get the additional information regarding the medication, and begin the process with you to see if there's a way in which the medication can be covered.
Okay. So I would email healthcare@pensionfund.org first, right?
That's correct. If you email us, we will email you back a link, and you'll just click on that link in the email. It'll take you to an initial intake form and fill that out, very basic information, and somebody from the RX Help Center staff will contact you to get the additional information to get the process started.
Okay. And is there a deadline on this?
There is not. There's not a deadline. The sooner you start, though, the better the opportunity to enjoy the savings.
Okay. That is very helpful for me. And that's what when you call it an RX Health Center, that's what that is. Is that correct?
That is the name. That is the name of the organization, and their mission is to connect people who have prescription medications with foundations and other organizations who pay for these medications.
Right. Okay, that answers my question. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
And we have no further questions in the queue. I'd like to remind the audience to please press star 1 if you have a question. And we do have a question. Caller, please go ahead.
This is Martha Boswell calling. My husband is a minister, and we're both in the healthcare system. And I've just recently taken all of my prescriptions out of Express Scripts and given them to a local pharmacist who I have multiple medicines I have to take, and our local pharmacist has a service where they fix a card with all of the medications already sorted out and ready for you. You pick them up once a month. Now, is this going to complicate things too much, becoming a part of your organization?
Martha, this is Gene Fisher again, and again, I think this is one of those individual cases that will probably be helpful for you to contact us directly so we can talk with you. Because I do have some other questions. There are some cases where maybe they're doing something similar for you as far as setting up some of your medications on a very low-cost basis. So I would like to get some additional information just so we understand what is going on with your individual situation. So if you could call our toll-free number, 866-495-7322, and please leave me a message, or feel free to email me at efisher, Fisher, @pensionfund.org, and let me know a good time to contact you. I can speak specifically to you regarding your situation, because I believe your situation is a little unique.
Would you give me this that email address again, please?
Sure.
Yeah.
As in Eugene, E. Fisher, Fisher, @pensionfund.org.
Okay. This is something new for us, too, this use of the local druggist, pharmacist. And it's quite a handy thing for someone who has, I think I have 14 or 15 different medications that I have to take every day. And, of course, it gets pretty expensive even with...
Yes, and I can imagine, and because we don't want to disclose too much over the phone, please contact me at your convenience.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Martha.
Thank you.
And once again, that is *1 if you have a question at this time. Please press *1 if you'd like to ask a question on today's call. And it appears we have no further questions.
Thank you, Karina. I'll go ahead and make a closing statement at this time then. Just want to thank those of you who have taken time this afternoon to join us for this conversation regarding RX Help Centers. We do want to remind you that if you are part of the pension fund or the churchwide healthcare Medicare plans, we do cover the cost of enrollment in RX Help Centers, so the enrollment is at no cost to our members. And this is an opportunity to see about saving you money on your monthly prescriptions, as well as helping us to keep the plan premium stable by the savings that can occur to the churchwide health care plan as well. If you have further questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call. That number again is 1-866-495-7322. Again, 866-495-7322. 888-878-7322, or feel free to email us at healthcare@pensionfund.org. Again, healthcare@pensionfund.org. Thank you for joining us today. Have a great day, and God bless.
That concludes our conference for today. Thank you for your participation in using AT&T teleconference service. You may now disconnect.